In today's guide, I am going to walk you through exactly how to find your Hostinger error log location. Whether you are troubleshooting a critical plugin conflict, debugging a broken script, or just trying to figure out why your website is throwing a 500 internal server error, the error log is your best friend. Finding this file might seem a bit technical, but I've broken it down into a simple step-by-step process that anyone can follow. Keeping track of these errors is crucial for maintaining a healthy site. So if this tutorial helps you get your site back on track, please hit that like button and subscribe for more web hosting tips. Let's dive straight into the dashboard. First things first, you need to log into your Hostinger account. Once you are inside your dashboard, look for the Websites tab at the top menu. Click on that and you will see a list of all your hosted domains. Find the specific website you are currently troubleshooting and click the Dashboard button right next to it. This takes you to the specific management panel for that domain. Within this menu, you are going to want to head over to the File Manager. Click on File Manager and this will open up your entire site directory in a new tab. Now navigate to the public_HTML folder. This is the root folder where all your primary website files live. Once you are successfully inside the public_HTML directory, scroll down through your list of files and folders. You are looking specifically for a file named error.log. It is usually sitting right there in the main list. If you do not see it immediately, double-check that you are in the correct folder, but it should be standard on most Hostinger accounts. Simply right-click on the error.log file and select View or Edit to open it up. You will then be able to read the specific technical logs detailing what has been going wrong on your server. If you see a lot of data, look at the timestamps to find the most recent warnings or fatal errors. Once you have finished reading or saving the information you need, you can close the file. It really is that straightforward. Remember, these logs can grow quite large over time, so if you have already fixed your issues, you might want to delete or rotate this log file to save server space, though that is entirely up to you. I hope this walkthrough saved you some time and frustration today. If you found this video helpful, do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more easy guides on managing your website. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.